Whatever cryptocurrency you're in, you're probably seeing some huge gains at the moment. We're going to be talking about Sandbox today. There's some levels on the chart that I'm paying attention to for the pullback. And also, is it a scam? Well, I'm going to show you a simple tool to find out. And this is going to be a game changer for you. This is going to be a game changer for your portfolio. Imagine if you knew what the vulnerabilities were within each of your cryptocurrencies and you could score them and you could assess and categorize them based on those vulnerabilities and then put them in accordance to risk. That's what we're all about on this channel, is risk. So before we get into that, let's dive into the charts. And we've got Sandbox on the weekly. And one thing we know is overbought on the weekly. So we're overbought on the weekly. What about the shorter time frame, the daily? You can see we're overbought. What is that telling us, guys? What's it telling us? It's telling us we need a pullback. So we're waiting for a pullback, but where is the pullback likely to be? So let's go through and assess this, because what we can see is this is a high probability move. We've had a break and we've got a clear momentum change for the bulls. And you can tell that by how many times this was pivoted. You've got 1, 2, reaction, reaction, reaction. You can see the reaction all the way down, rejected, rejected, until something happened here. And that was the bulls regaining their momentum. So we can see that we've moved and put in a new high. We've put in a new high, we've pulled back, and then we've even further put in another new high. So you can see that the trend's changed, and we're making a series of higher lows, and we're making a series of higher highs. So what we need to do now is look for the resistance points. And what I want to show you is, get that off. What I want to show you is the Fibonacci extension tool. Now, this is the powerful tool because it can tell you how far an extension is likely, and it can also tell you if a move's exhausted. So what we'll do is we just pop it on there. It's on the Fibonacci tools on your left-hand side. So you put it up, and then what we're doing is we're swinging from the bottom up to the previous swing high, back to that previous swing low, and then we're going to check how the previous move, how much of the previous move's been made. And you can see here, straight away, nearly a 1272 of this. A 1272 on a wave 3 is a healthy move, and you're waiting for a pullback. So what we could do is we can wait for a pullback, but how far do we need to wait for that pullback? That's where our retracement comes in. So we stick it from the previous swing low to the high of that move. And what we're looking for is a 618 and whether we've got any confluence at the 618. So we can put the 618 here, and you can see that coincides perfectly with our previous resistance level, which is flipped support. So this was previous resistance. You got a reaction here. We've broken through there, and we're waiting for it to come back and test this pivot point. That's going to be in line with our trend here, our momentum line, and that's going to be in line with our high, and that's going to be in line with our 618. That's sitting at 45 cents. So I'm looking at how price reacts at 45 cents, and how can we tell if we're going to be wrong? How can we know if we're going to be wrong here, guys? Tell you time and time again, the momentum line, once this is broken, come back, retested, rejected, and move to the downside, the trend's changed. This is where we need to prepare ourselves under here. So between 42 and 44 cents is where I'll be putting my stop loss. And it is around about the 46 cent mark where I'll be looking for entries. So how can you tell if your cryptocurrency is a scam? Look at this website that I just found. It's called Certic Skynet, CERTIK Skynet. It's free to use. And what we're going to do is we're going to put in Sandbox here, and it's going to give us some data. The Sandbox. This really is a game changer, guys. Sandbox, right, okay. 92.80 out of 100. So it's got strong fundamental health. It's got strong operational resilience. It's got strong governance strength, strong market stability. It's got a strong community trust, and it's got strong code security. So as far as this is concerned, it's telling us the Sandbox is a healthy project. And what I want you to do, guys, is get yourself on here. It's free. It's completely free. I'm not affiliated. It's just something that I found, and it's something I want to share with the community. Check to see if any of yours has got a low score. If it's got a low score, maybe you need to reduce your risk a little bit on that one. So I hope you found this useful, guys. Take care of yourself. Check out my Peppy playlist, and goodbye.